You see the little shit going. That's a video. What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Floyd Mayweather. Former UFC champion gives Floyd Mayweather zero chance in MMA. Of course, the talks of Floyd Mayweather crossover to MMA has been lingering for a while now. Although Floyd is undefeated inside the ring, how he would fare with the lighter gloves remains a big question. However, former UFC heavyweight champion Frank Mir believes that the ace pugilist doesn't stand a chance inside the octagon. He says the biggest names in the world, of course, Conor McGregor and Khabib Nurmagomedov, have tried to lure money into their world. However, none of them have been able to achieve that task. Mr. Mir believes that if he decides to show up in the UFC, he won't be as dominant. Mir's belief in the future of the former pound-for-pound boxing king stems from the fact that Floyd doesn't have one-punch knockout power. The difference in the size of the gloves in both the sport makes knockout power that much of an important factor. He says, I think there are boxers that would do a better job than Floyd would. Floyd's not known as a power puncher, so he doesn't have the power that would scare you off, Mir told Sportsman. Well, speaking of Mr. Mir, that's a given. I don't know if this was a way to lure Floyd in or bring him over to the MMA world. And I'm telling you guys right now, that wouldn't happen. Okay? Floyd's not falling for any kind of tactics. You know what Floyd said when he read this? Everybody's entitled to their own opinion. I'm a boxer. If they want to fight me, they gonna come to my world. This Floyd's world, baby. This money's world. I go where the money go. I'm the cash cow. I'm the creme de la creme. You hear me? Like I said before. Yeah, so of course, and not only the knockout power, it has nothing to do with knockout power, but to be fair, Floyd doesn't have the most best in shape hands. Okay, his hands are very brittle. So if he could crack, and I believe he can, because speed equals power, and he keeps guys off of him. A lot of people say Floyd can't fight. A lot of them haven't fought Floyd either. You know what I mean? But Floyd can crack. Floyd just decides not to because he knows cracking someone as hard as he can is an expense of how his hands are. And it's all about preserving yourself at this point, especially he's in the early 40s, okay? Him fighting guys, he has to get the most padded glove. So the MMA world wouldn't work for him anyway, but furthermore, it wouldn't work for him is because when he counters someone, they have the option to now grab him, tackle him to the ground, submit him, grapple him, tie him up, pop him and lock him, okay? So, no, that's not Floyd's deal. Floyd is a pugilist, okay? He's not an MMA guy. He never took karate as farther as I've known him to ever take karate or anything or wrestling. He just knows, sleeps, eats, breathed boxing, okay? So that's what he knows. And it's not going to be anybody that's going to bring him over to that world. I don't think they have enough dollar signs for that. Why? Because he knows there's an audience of people out there that still hate him to this day. And for him, and for these people that hate him, he would not give them, I repeat, he would never give them the opportunity of him losing, especially in that type of way in a foreign-like sport such as MMA to Floyd. No way, no how. There's too many things that you can do in that octagon that you cannot do with boxing gloves and only boxing gloves. Okay? So, no, of course he's right. Yeah, he wouldn't last a second because it's not his sport. Duh. He's not going to go over there. That's why he wants people to come where he's at. He's the money man. He generates all the money. If those guys want to come over on this end of the spectrum to box, that's what they can do. Some strikers are welcome. Let's see how good of a striker you are when you're only striking. Okay? That's the question you ask yourself, you know. So it's one of those things where, you know, Floyd, you know, he's only made for boxing. And he's made that clear. I know he's flirted with the idea of that, going into the octagon, you know, putting on the gloves. You know what I mean? He has somebody might show him a couple things here and there, but he's not going to do that. You know what I mean? That's not him. That's not Floyd. Floyd is the best at what he does, okay? Not saying that he's good in another sport. Not saying he's bad at another sport, but if you're the creme de la creme at one sport, stick to that sport, concentrate on that sport, and let that sport be that. Don't try to be a jack of all trades and a master of none when you've already mastered one. You know what I mean? But anyway, that's my take on it. So Frank Mir had his, you know, his 2 cents to say about Floyd Mayweather getting crushed. Yeah, he would get crushed. He would get destroyed. There's no objection to that, but this is very obvious. To me, I think he's saying that because he wants Floyd to, you know, to feel a certain type of way about it. That's my belief, that he would take that bait. You know what I mean? But he won't, because Floyd thinks up here along with everyone around him. But anyway, you guys tell me what you think about Frank Mir's comments. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.